Hey, thanks for joining us here at Hanging Out with K-Dubs podcast. Tell us how we're doing, or maybe be in a future podcast episode. Hit us up at hangingoutwithkdubs at gmail.com. Up next, the latest episode. Thanks for listening. Oh, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I was supposed to be here last week, but, things happen.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I found a replacement
Last week. One that does horrific things to your yard.
We won't go into detail on all that. John, you know what we're talking about. It'll be okay.
Your manhood might not be, but... No, what's new in the world of K-Dub?
Not much, man. Just plowing that snow that's gone, and we're supposed to be getting a little snow here by the end of the week.
Yeah, tomorrow, I think Thursday.
Tomorrow night into Thursday, I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 3 to 5 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
With how wet it is, as long as it stays somewhat warm until then, ain't none of it gonna stick, really.
If you get 5 inches, though, some of it will. You know what I mean about 5 inches?
Yeah. Actually, no, I don't.
No, me neither. 3 inches, I got a really good idea what that is.
No, it's just like these. I just picked up some new-to-me golf clubs, all right? I already had a set. They were adult clubs, okay? Still too short for me, because if you're above 6 foot, you're supposed to have extended clubs. So I was on Marketplace. I found a nice set of TaylorMades. And the guy had them extended 2 inches because he was my height, even a little bit taller. I'm like, this is perfect. So I know a thing or two about 2 inches.
Are you a golfer?
I am.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Josh Gallagly, myself, sometimes some other people, we go a minimum of once a week during the summer.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where do you guys usually go?
Either Beaver, but mainly Oak Grove, but sometimes we'll adventure up into Fontana to Country Club Estates.
That's fancy sumbitch.
No, it's actually somewhat cheap up there. It's a 9-hole course. It's, when you go east past Century, and you got that big concrete bridge-looking deal. You go through there. It's that course right there on the right-hand side.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's this old-timer there. I hate saying it, but he's probably got maybe 10 years, if that, left, because, he's sitting there all day. He's laughing at all the young guys that are just stupid, like me.
Like me.
And he's over there just
lighting a cigarette.
Every time I see him, he's got a Marb light in his mouth. I'm like, you're really picking off time, ain't you?
It's better than Reds, I guess.
I don't think.
But if you're gonna go, you might as well go.
Exactly.
It's like Coors Light and Coors Original.
There's a big difference between.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, you're right. But for real, who drinks Coors?
It's not bad.
It's definitely not good. It's like people who drink Miller. Miller sucks.
Miller MGD in a bottle is not bad.
The only time I've ever had any Miller beer that I actually thoroughly enjoyed is when I went up to the Miller Brewing Tour up in Milwaukee.
That was probably pretty cool.
It was awesome. You walked on the streets, all the original plants and whatnot, little different buildings that are all the same on the outside, but they're all updated on the inside type of thing. They went into the cellars and all this other stuff. I didn't know they had cellars there. I figured that was strictly wine.
No, that's
they came out
any
with,
time to brew alcohol, cellars.
They came out with these fancy little cups and whatnot, and if you registered for your trip online, you got a voucher for a free draft mug type thing and a free beer chip for anywhere that in the city that allows it. And
cool.
Oh, absolutely. It was awesome. No, it was a Miller High Life. That's the one Miller that I can tolerate.
The champagne.
The champagne of beers. Shout out to Russ Lindenberg.
I was thinking the same thing. It was right here in the back of my brain. I only know one guy that fully loves it.
Engulfs himself in the flavor.
Mm-hmm. And that's him.
Absolutely. But, no, fresh. I'm talking it was like drinking milk out of the bulk tank. Straight
so
from
good.
It. It was phenomenal. And after I was like, oh, I bought a 6-pack like later that week or something, and it didn't taste the same. It got thrown out.
It was so good, and then it was so
It
bad.
was so bad.
I've done a couple of tours like that. I would really love to do like Jack Daniels down there in Tennessee.
I did go.
Even though I'm not a Jack Daniels guy, but I still think it'd be cool.
Actually, Jack Daniels was full, but me and Matt Wheeler and I'll be grammatically correct, but
This is not a grammatically correct podcast, so you're fine.
but we went down to what is that Maker's Mark Distillery,
Ooh,
and like they still use the same original copper pots from when they started.
yeah.
Like, and they have like business owners, bar owners, stuff like that. They can go in there. They can put their own staves in it. Staves are like blocks of wood that create different flavors and stuff like that.
Did not know that.
And you can get a pallet of your personal makers. And you like when you do that, you get to keep the barrel that it was made in and everything.
Did you do it? Come on.
I got 110 proof. I got cask strength makers. Like, and that was already like $70. I'm like,
What does a pallet cost?
I'm gonna guess upwards of 10 grand, like probably 10 grand.
Five digits. That's my guess.
Oh yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I would strictly buy it just for the barrel. Like, yeah,
The barrel would be cool.
my stuff was in here. Like that's about it.
That'd be cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Use that as a little bar stool or something, or a bar table for two or something.
That, or you get fancy with it and you like cut it in half and then you open it. I've seen that where they turn those into bars, like little like liquor cabinets. You open the barrel up and you got all your. There's some clever people out there.
Speaking of doing a little woodworking, I see you've been working on some projects.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this just a hobby?
Oh, yeah.
Or are you
I mean,
taking orders? Or
at some point I will be like Maxie at work. Like he wants as Ryan would call it, a barn door for his smoked meats. But yes, he wants me to take a chunk of a black walnut slab he has. That's all dried out down at his farm there.
down at the farm down there?
And he wants me to turn that into a rather large cutting board. He was like, I want to be able to fit like a whole prime rib on it. And I'm like,
Cool.
I mean, I can do it. That's not a problem. I'll make a fancy one. But this is legitimate. This is not me making fun of nobody. Have you seen how much juice comes out of a prime rib? And he wants me to put a juice ring in it. I ain't got a router bit deep enough to do that. Like, you're talking half gallon. Like,
Good cord anyway.
right, but I don't know. I have some ideas. I don't know if I want to do like edge grain all the way across and just do it simple, or if I want to do all end grain, or what I want to do.
Okay, so for people that don't woodwork all the time, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay, long story short, end grain is like, say you have a log.
Yep.
The face that you see that's not covered in bark, that is your end grain.
Gotcha.
That is the most resilient. That, like, when you glue it up to create something, it's the least.
It hardens.
It is very hard, yes, and it doesn't dull knives as quick because it's kind of like a normal firm cutting board. When you have a softer surface, that's where your edge of your blade kind of goes, and it deteriorates the edge of your blade.
Gotcha. Makes
And
sense.
it holds better. It looks better. I mean, it's really fancy. That's why most of the time when you see an end grain cutting board, they're a lot more expensive.
See, I never knew any of that.
I
So,
want it. Like, have you ever seen a butcher block?
yeah.
Like, with all the little squares. Like,
Yeah.
it's like this thick, this big.
Yeah.
Like, somebody at work who normally has some really goofy hair. You know who I'm talking about? Probably 6'4", a little bit bigger than me. Works in an office adjacent to me. he was like, so how much would you charge me for like a butcher block? I was like, dude, I'm just starting out. Like, I'll charge you $100. And he gave me the bird. All right. And then I went online and I was like, fine, go buy one of these. It was a butcher block, exactly what he was talking. Probably 18 inches by 3 inches thick, all end grain. It was like $300. I'm like,
Yeah, you're a deal
I'm like,
right now.
fine, go for it. Give me the bird. Go spend the $300. I want to see it. Like, I want to see the money withdrawn from your account. Like,
Well, that's cool that you get into that. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, I woodworked a little bit in the past. There was a black and gold function there in town.
football.
Yeah, and my mom was like, "Oh, hey, my son will make a little toy barn." Oh, thanks, Mom.
Hey, thanks
Appreciate
for
that.
voluntelling me that I'm going to be.
So, I'll put pictures of it up on here just so people can see it, and because it turned out really cool.
Oh, did it?
So it was a toy barn. I think the peak was 3 feet.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was 3.5 feet long, and had doors on either end, so you can open up and put your toy tractors or whatever you want there for kids.
This isn't a barn. This is like a coliseum. Like,
Yeah, it was cool. And I made it so you could flip the roof open
so you can
on one side so you can get into it.
Nice.
Now, Mom did all the painting, but I built the barn itself, so that's got windows in it, and so I've done a little woodworking, but
Yeah.
not to the extent like you're doing.
See, like, I was actually talking to a guy who's almost 60, and I showed him pictures of all the tools I had, and like, he's like, I've been doing this my whole life, and I've never bought any of those tools. I'm like, yeah, I'm 26. Either I am passionate about it, or I'm retarded. Like, I don't know yet. But,
Got more money than braids, that's why I bought it.
no, if I had Kyle Walter money, I'd have a great shop.
It's true. I wish I had a great shop.
You're right. You just have a $30,000 lawnmower.
It's more than that. Dude, that little thing is ballsy. I've already started putting some gravel in the driveways you've probably seen coming in. Dude, I'm like a little bit impressed with it. Just a little bit.
That's fair.
I was like, whatever. Half a freaking shovel or half a bucket load or whatever. Hell no, that thing will dig right into that gravel and curl her back and go. I was like, okay.
I seen something on Facebook that you can hook up to it.
Oh boy.
It's a 2-row planter that goes on 3-point.
I don't think you'd lift it.
You don't really have to lift it. You just kind of drag it.
Just gotta drag it to the field and shut it off every time I get to the headland.
That works. But no, like, I was thinking of it for myself. I'm like, man, because I grow a lot of sweet corn, like
That's perfect for sweet corn.
an excessive amount of sweet corn, like for personal use. Like I know people who like rent a 2-row planter to do like 4 acres.
Yeah.
Like every single seed I had, like, you know how like sometimes you're like, I don't think this is gonna come up, so you like throw a couple more in there. No, every single one of them came up, and like it was I would say the average was 2 ears per stalk.
Nice.
And I planted like 400 ears, like 400 seeds. Like,
Did you eat it all?
no, I gave a lot of it away.
You didn't freeze any of it?
I froze 6 dozen worth.
Okay. So you froze a good amount.
Yeah, but
Do you take it off the cob then when you
Yeah.
freeze it?
boil. Okay. So this is like what my dad does. I don't know if it's normal or not, but you boil it for I think 7 minutes. Scalding water, like from the moment it starts boiling, 7 minutes, and then you go immediately to cold water, and then you just continue the process until you're done with your ears, whatever. Everything's cool. Take that knife, cut it all off, bag it.
Oh, so you do the whole cob and everything then?
No, well, you cut it off the cob.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when you boil it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I gave my mom a couple dozen. I gave Josh Gallagher's dad a couple dozen. Like I was like
Free corn for everyone.
I was like Oprah, like, you got corn. You got corn. Like, hey, look, everybody look under your seats. Look at that. You got corn.
So you do the same thing this year?
I probably will, yeah. I'm a lunatic, so I'll probably expand.
Not enough corn. Need more.
Like my dad got me a Syngenta, like Roundup and Liberty Ready sweet corn. I'm out there like
Nice. That's not cheap shit.
no, it's a bag about this big. It's got 2,500 seeds in it. I got enough for at least 3 more years.
As long as it lasts that long.
I hope so.
Seeds usually
it's in
lose.
a climate controlled area.
Yeah, but they still lose germination percentages year after year after year.
What, you think you're around a seed business or something?
I know a little bit about it. Yeah, I can't remember. The seed business had some wheat left over from one year to the next, and somebody needed a cover crop,
Germination rate went down.
and the
like
germination
40%.
rate was way down.
Ouch.
And it was treated and everything. It's just now it wasn't kept in a climate controlled facility, but
So you're telling me the back shed ain't climate control?
no.
But yeah, no, I go out there. I don't need to grab the hoe anymore. I don't need to do anything. I'm just out there. Woohoo! Just out there, just spraying her down. I got a little close to my potatoes last year. I think I killed off a couple of them, but I had like 16, 17 mounds of potatoes. I was, yeah,
No kidding.
Yeah, but now, hence can't eat that kind of stuff right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Keto. So what is the keto? Is it just calories?
I mean, yes, you have to watch calories, yes, but mainly you limit yourself to like I'm 300 pounds. Like I can have about 25 grams of carbs a day. So hence my foo-foo drink. Fat and protein. That's it. Like that's legitimately it.
So you're on the meat eater's diet.
Kinda, sorta. Like I can have steak. Like I went on. Randy told me not to bring this up, but I went on a date here for Valentine's Day on Saturday. And,
Nice.
We were gonna go to Texas Roadhouse.
What's his name?
Steven. But no, we went out. And we were gonna go to Texas Roadhouse because that's where she wanted to go. And sure as shit, apparently everybody wanted to go there. So we.
You didn't call ahead?
Did you know you can't make like reservations for 2 people at Texas Roadhouse?
I did not know that.
I think it's like 6 or more.
So you should have told him 6 and 4 of them didn't show up.
Yeah, I mean, if I had
Sorry, Texas Roadhouse. I just screwed you there.
spread the word. But no, then she was like, "Oh, we can go to Chili's down the road. You can still have your steak." Like she's all for like my keto, like everything perfect.
Hey, I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
I am. If that's what you think you need to do,
Yeah,
though.
my pants fit better. My dad with him losing like 80 pounds.
Gave you a little.
Give me a little boost. I'm like, I'm gonna put you under the earth. like I'm gonna show you what's up, type of thing. It gave me like I've always been competitive, and I was like,
Yeah, me
if
too.
you can do it, I know I can do it. And I've always been that fat friend, you know. Like everybody's got one. It's like, and if you don't think you do, it's
You're
you.
it.
like
I've become that friend.
So yeah, I haven't had a beer that wasn't a Michelob Ultra in like 2 weeks, and Michelob Ultra is like 2 point. Like I sound goofy, I sound foo-foo, but I actually, when I was in the liquor store for Super Bowl Sunday, I was looking around. I just grabbed myself a couple. It's not like I was just like, let's get drunk. Like no, like it wasn't about that. Sorry, Don Aarons, I know you're gonna complain about me talking about booze again, but no,
It's okay, Donnie.
yeah, it's okay, Donnie. I'm sure you can find a couple other things to yell at me for. It's all good. But that's with all love. Like I enjoy when he comes in because I race him to find the stuff. It's a good time. But no, I was in there. I was grabbing all these cans. Yeah, can't have that one. Like sitting there like a lib. I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this right now. But no, it's so far it's going well. Like everybody's like, I can't stick to a diet. It's so hard. I was like, I wake up in the morning, have a couple eggs, a couple strips of bacon.
Just wait. It gets harder the longer you go.
What am I giving up? Bread? Like
I like bread.
I can go without bread. I found that out.
Potato chips.
Okay, potatoes is a hard one.
Potatoes. Love me some
Pasta,
potatoes.
like Italian food, chef's kiss. Like any sort of pasta, I'm in, and I can't have it. I can have, I think they're called zoodles, zucchini noodles. I would rather go without though.
Did you try?
No, I've seen people eat them, and I made fun of them back when I saw them eating it.
Well, you were a hypocrite then.
I still am. I am not going to eat your veggie noodles. I will go without. Like,
Don't they make rice noodles?
I can't have rice either.
Oh, that sucks.
Like I made a mistake last night. I went up to, what was it? Century on Sunday. No, Saturday. And
Daniel's food.
Daniel's. Sorry, they changed.
Used to be Central.
Changed their name again. But
don't worry, it'll probably happen again in the near future.
yeah,
Just to throw everybody
now
off.
it's like next time it's gonna be Dan's.
Or Danielle's.
Yeah, Danielle. But no, went up there, grabbed some pork steaks they had on sale, some stuffed peppers. That was a mistake. I can eat the peppers and I can eat the beef, but they had it covered when I bought it. They had rice in it. I'm like, as I cut into it, I wasn't paying attention to talking to my old man. Well, I'm committed now. So I had a little bit of rice the other day. Like, it's not like it was a carry-out container of rice.
I get it.
It was just,
I get it.
let's just say, like, the planner screwed up and there was a little mishap with the singulation.
You know, it happens. You know, you're going to have those in your big operations.
Oh, yeah. It's
just gonna happen.
scientifically proven that you will, in fact, have that on your bigger jobs.
They call those cheat days.
I mean, I'm only 2 weeks in. So I shouldn't be having none of those.
So you had a cheat day 2 weeks in. Oops.
But no, I have like a couple of my buddies, they're actually kind of intrigued by the whole thing. They're like, how do you feel? Like, they're kind of health nuts. They've never tried it. They're like, how do you feel? Like, I was like, I haven't snoozed my alarm once since I started this. I have more energy throughout the day. I don't get my 4 p.m. crash anymore. I've been drinking a lot more water. Like, I drink a minimum of 2 liters of water a day. Like, I have my coffee in the morning. I add my coconut oil or my fat supplement that creates a good fat that your body needs, kind of like what's in an avocado.
Okay.
But I put that in my coffee in the morning. I have carb-free, sugar-free creamer stuff. Like, I can still go out my normal day. Like, I actually have these candied nuts. Nuts. But I have these candied nuts that I got off of Amazon. And I had Lee try them. I had Randy try them. Like, they were like, these are great. I was like, told you. Like, I can still have good food. I just, one, have to watch portion size, and two, just watch carbs. It's stupid easy. And my buddy was like, so you really like that? I'm like, do I not miss having a bush? Or do I miss having a piece of bread with my Italian beef? Of course I do. I love pizza. I love all that stuff. But if I can lose weight by giving that stuff up, I'm cool with it. And I already told everybody, if this works out, which I hope it does.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you.
But if this works out and I get down to the weight that I want to be, I'm going to quit it. But I'm not just going to go back to the way I was because I will gain it all back. I'm actually
Well, at that point in time, I think you're going to learn a lot more than what you know now.
Exactly.
Right? You're going to learn your portions. Mm-hmm. Hey, theoretically, if you eat less portions, your stomach's going to shrink.
Correct.
Which means once you get to that point, you're not going to want to go back to where you were anyway. And this is what I'm thinking.
Right.
Obviously, my diet's working well.
Yeah, the seafood diet.
Yeah, exactly.
Seafood, I eat it.
But I can understand the logic behind it.
No, but the thing about keto is, like, I'm still new to it. I don't know everything. But everybody's like, so you live on pork rinds? I was like, yes, I do. And you know what? I've already lost like 4 pounds in a matter of a week.
Good for you.
By doing nothing but eating.
Well, changing the way you eat.
Changing
the way you eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And back to what I was saying, like me and the guys, like normally it's just Josh Gallagher and myself. We go to Hearts. Like, we used to go to Crandall's, got fish every Friday, but we did that every Friday for like 2 years, and it just kind of, we're done.
Time to change it up.
So we started going to Hearts. Like I was going to Hearts since I was like 18. Like, I love Hearts. It's a great place, good people, great food, especially Chef Matt. Hey, if you're on here, Chef Matt. But what's it called? That we were talking, like, I had a couple Michelob Ultras, but I had French onion soup, and I had an Italian beef without the bread. And sure, the guys gave me a little grief about it, but they also were kind of intrigued by it. It was like, I was like, yeah, like, I can still eat the things I want to eat. I just have to take out bread. Like, I can eat a burger. Like, I've been eating burgers like no other. Just no bread. Like, hot sauce has become my friend even more.
What kind of hot sauce do you like?
You got it over there. I love Cholula.
Cholula? Yeah, it's so good.
Love Cholula.
The taste is right, the flavor's right, and it's got just enough heat to make the bead just come up on your forehead a little bit.
No,
yeah, I like those on my potatoes and pizza.
Eggs, pizza, burgers. Like, it legitimately belongs on everything.
My brother puts it on his salads.
I would.
As like a dressing.
Yeah, kind of like those koalas we were talking about. Like, yeah, you got to add a little bit of flavor to it.
I don't think a koala would appreciate hot sauce on his leaf.
His eucalyptus?
Hey, yeah. But you and I would.
Oh, absolutely.
That koala would be like,
poison. No, that is really cool that your folks are over there. That's awesome.
Yeah, they Australia is just one place that's always intrigued my mom more than my dad. But don't get me wrong, Dad's having a blast too. But Mom just always wanted to go.
I want to go. At some point in my life, I have made it a goal that I will go there. Whether it's for 2 weeks or 2 months, I don't care. I will go.
Yeah, I mean, when you go to something like that, hell, it takes you 3 days just to get used to the time change.
Right.
You know, so it's one of those where when you go there, you don't go there for 5 days or 7 days. You got to go there
it's
for...
It's not like you're going down to Florida, yeah.
Florida's, what, a 1 hour time difference?
Yeah.
You can pretty well get used to that. But 17 hours or whatever it is over there? 18 hours? 17
hours. 17 hours. Like we were talking about. It is just past noon in Melbourne right now. Tomorrow. Like,
it's just weird.
It is weird to think about that. Like, your brain doesn't like to comprehend that. It's like, no, it's 8 o'clock. No, it's not. Like,
here it's 8 o'clock.
Actually, I don't even know what time it is. 7:42. Not even.
Yeah, whatever. Getting closer.
But no, very cool. Like, that is.
Yeah, and they tried 3 years ago and made it a whole 6 days or something, and then they came home, and then 3 years later. Yeah, 3 years later, and now they're able to go fulfill one of their dreams that they've had. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like when you say that you have actually fulfilled a dream, like, that's always cool. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, I've always dreamed to have plenty of things. I haven't quite gotten there yet. I have reached goals, but I have not completed dreams. If that's
a good way. That's a good way to put it.
Like,
I think I've done a little of both.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about with the wood shop. Like, I have stuff that people double, triple my age don't have, which in my eyes is really cool. Like,
but that's a step towards. I mean, it's a step towards a dream of yours.
Yeah, no, I do intend on, once I get my personal projects done that I've been wanting to get done, once I get those done, then my sister said something about, like, marketing myself on, like, Etsy and stuff like that. Like, sure, at first I thought it was like, oh, that's kind of stupid. But then I'm like, people buy this stuff all the time.
And if they know that it's handmade by a guy in a shop, it's worth a little more because it was handmade.
Yeah, and it's not like
But if I was you, before I think before I would go like out to Etsy or something like that, make yourself a little stockpile.
Oh, that's what I intend on doing.
And then put those things on Etsy, and hey, we can do custom stuff, but this is what I got here now.
Right. Like, honest to God.
Because then you get the money now.
But, like,
they pay for it, you ship it.
It's so weird that the market seems kind of small for, like, something simple, like we were talking about cutting boards. Like, you would not believe, like, I have done research upon research, and I've watched video upon video. There's guys like YouTubers that do nothing but, and, like, they're just constantly doing it. I'm like, okay, so say, because I don't like going by board foot, even though I probably should. Like, board foot is thickness by width by Mr. Meyer.
Whatever
Mr.
that is.
Meyer would be so pissed at me, but.
You remember your wood shops teacher?
Yeah, yours was, no, Cap was telling me because you and Cap had the same one, correct?
Oh, I can't think of his name.
War Dog. No, that was.
War Dog.
That wasn't wood shop.
No, that was Steels. That was our Steels teacher.
He told me who it was. Like, legit, we had this conversation, like, yesterday.
Sweat? Mr. Sweat? Was that it?
I have no idea. I had Mr. Meyer, building trades. That was good old Monday.
Yeah, he was there for me too. I never took building trades. Probably should have.
It honestly did nothing for me.
You didn't learn anything?
My dad owns a construction company.
Doesn't mean that you didn't learn anything.
I probably knew more than he did half the time. But no, he was a great teacher. He knew how to teach. Everybody called him weird. Like, he was like, oh, he's a beat off. Like, no, he wasn't. Like, he was a genuine good guy. He really was. And you can't say that about a lot of teachers. But no.
Yeah, there was a few of them in high school that I think were very good at their jobs.
Yeah.
Very good, genuine people.
Yeah, let's see. Mr. Ross. I don't know if you remember the history teacher.
Ross Miller?
No, like Ross.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his full name was Ross Miller. He just went by Mr. Ross.
Oh, possibly. Like full white
hair. Passed away about a year ago.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks. He was my favorite history teacher. Because it was all...
I had Petska.
Yeah, so you and Galen and Cap probably all had him at the same time, I take it?
Well, I don't know if it was the same time, but
you all had him regardless.
We're all closer in age. You're a little younger than us.
Yeah, you're what, 33?
No. Keep going.
34.
Keep going.
36.
Oh, let's pump the brakes. We're not there yet. We're getting close, though.
It's all right. You're
a few months away.
God, you are old.
I know. Some days I feel like it.
Like, you are just a frog's hair away from being 10 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
How's that make you feel?
Inevitable.
Closer to the box than me.
Oh, probably.
No, I keep telling myself, like, if I make it till 65, I can say I probably had a good life.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Like, the second that I'm in a chair, I tell everybody, like Josh Gallagher, my one best friend, like, ride or die, that's the guy. When I get in a chair, you're going to take me out back, and you're going to shoot me in the head. Probably shouldn't put that on there, but that's the cold-hearted truth about it.
I just tell people, put 3 in me, and call it a suicide.
Actually, out in Iowa, there was a guy who... I don't know if he was necessarily depressed. He just wanted a better life for his family. So he had a good insurance policy. Like, this was not something that he, like, up and did, like, 2 days before. Like, he just had a good one. And times were tough. So he had a .22 pistol. He had it planned, but not planned well enough. He planned it to be like a breaking and entering type thing. So what he did was, he was in the house, shot himself in the chest, went outside, threw the handgun into the culvert in front of his house, ran back inside, and died, so it looked like a breaking and entering.
Whoa. That's a little deep.
It is. Like, there's some messed up things going on right now. Not to get political, Biden, but
Did you watch his State of the Union?
no. I think I watched like 15 seconds of it. I couldn't do it.
We were talking about it at work. Like, you're gonna watch it tonight? I said, nah, because I can tell you what's gonna happen. The economy's up, jobs are up, and the State of the Union is strong, no matter how you want to look at it. Oh, and ban all guns. And what do they talk about in the State of the Union? Exactly those 4 things I just said. I didn't even watch it.
No, actually, Pops and I we had this conversation today, where I think it was yesterday or this morning. No, it was last night. The shooting at Michigan State.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
It is, but you know why it didn't make huge news? Because an AR-15 wasn't involved.
It still made huge news, though. I mean, it was all over my phone as far as Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it made huge
I didn't
news.
see it once on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I saw it on Bing News, like on the computer, and that was it. But it didn't involve an AR-15 or assault rifle. It involved a handgun. Like, what are you going to do? Like, just ban all handguns next?
Well, I mean, that's what that new Illinois law would. It's not all handguns.
No,
it's
15
all handguns.
rounds. Well,
I thought it was 10.
Your limit is 15 rounds.
I thought it was a 10-round mag, though.
Well, actually, I've read it. No, that is in the city of Chicago. Or, no, not Chicago, because they already banned all that stuff.
I was thinking anything more than a 10-round mag is considered illegal.
No, that is for AR-15s.
Then I'm
15-round magazines for handguns, 10 rounds for long.
Which, okay, whatever.
No, like Pops and I had that conversation too. Okay, what are you doing by getting rid of the high-capacity magazines? Saving me money because I'm not going to do a mag dump at 30 rounds? Like give me.
I'm not going to see a coyote running across that field and go, I got 30 of them. Might as well use them.
Well,
and still not get the coyote.
Well, 29 rounds down, I got 1 left. All right, let's hope I can hit him.
You have 550 yards hauling ass. Probably not, but.
Yeah, acting like you're Chris Kyle out there, like windage, like you know you're gonna miss. Like just like
2 mile an hour out of the southwest.
Got a spotter next to you, like
aim a little high.
I don't know how far the yardage is. Like,
my rangefinder doesn't go that far. It maxes out at 999.
Send him. It is aim a little bit up.
And when I mean by little, I mean a lot.
Like in your scope, yeah, you see those hash marks. You go just like take that and then double it.
That's incredible on how those guys can shoot that far.
If you have
with all that training.
1, it's training and skill. 2,
skill is a lot.
2 is optics. Like optics are huge.
Skill is still number 1 though.
But see, if you have to think about it, and 3rd is caliber.
Caliber don't matter. I mean, unless you're
gonna take a mile shot with a 22.
No.
You're gonna lose so much velocity you ain't gonna get there. Well,
I know
you
that.
might get there, but it's gonna be like.
But you know, some of the longest shots in history,
like
30-06,
30-06, 308s, 338 Lapuas. That is a monster of a bullet. I can't give that one any credit. That's just huge. Yeah. It's not the biggest, but it gets the job done very well.
I agree.
It's kind of like what I tell myself daily. But
whatever you got to do. No, whatever you got to do.
I can't bottom out in a tuna can, but I can blow the sides out.
God, it's getting deep in here.
Not from me.
No, it's really getting deep in here. We're short.
But, no, it's...
I think it's a good time to take a piss break. What do you think?
I think it's great.
TV static. I've never heard that. TV static.
Like that's how it tastes.
No, I've never heard that one. That's pretty good.
It's like,
because it's funny because I can just picture it. I can picture the TV static on the screen.
Right. Or you remember the XM2 whatever, like the really loud, when you were younger, you had a movie that you started.
Oh, in the beginning.
It goes like
it starts soft and it ramps way up.
Like, imagine the high pitched noise right there when it gets really loud. That's kind of what this tastes like.
The ouch.
Yeah.
The ouch part.
It physically says deep bay, no sugar, vodka soda, no carbs, grapefruit. Like, the last time I saw this many zeros, I saw my ACT.
Zeros are good on your ACT, right?
I don't even remember. All I know is my practice SAT.
Wait, which one was your SATs? Was that the one out of 1,400?
Maybe. Yes. Or is it ACT?
The ACTs, I think, were out of like 34.
I don't remember. I've been out of high school for a long time. I mean, not as long as you.
Thank you.
Old bastard.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah, I think the SATs were out of like 1,400, and the ACTs were out of like 34, and it was based on all the different, it was an algorithm basically, and how many you got right in this category made.
Yes.
How many you were going to get right.
Yes.
So I think the ACTs was out of or maybe it was 36. I don't know. I think it was 34.
I actually tried on the real one. On the practice one, I took my pencil and I filled in all the bubbles in the shape of a truck. I wonder why I work where I work. But
I did pretty good on both of them.
But no, what I was gonna bring up, you know who Bert Kreischer is, right? Like the machine, like the guy who always takes his shirt off,
when he's in comedy.
Belly. Like, I was watching him do something the other day where he's like, I'm not a good comedian, and he explained why. He's like, I laugh at too many of my own jokes. So that must mean I'm a great comedian because I laugh at almost everything I say.
What the hell was that? Pause. I'll tell the story. All right, so my shower dealie fell. That's got all your shampoos and all that crap. So that happened once before. Now, it scared shit out of you here. Now, imagine being just about in a deep sleep and that fucker happens. Man, I never jumped up and grabbed the rifle so fast and was hitting lights and then realized, oh, I don't even have my glasses on.
I can't see you, but
I can't see anything.
I'm going to start sending them down range.
Run back into the bedroom, put the glasses on. All right, let's go. And then come to find out it was that. I'm like, well, Jesus. Now it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm wired now. How the hell am I supposed to go to bed now? Yeah. But that was funny. I can't wait to see our faces on this thing when that happened.
Yeah,
I've seen your face.
You're going to think somebody broke into the house. I get it. I talk about some messed up stuff, but I didn't hear no Blackhawks. But no, back to what I was saying with Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, there you go. That's where we were at.
Stupid funny, whatever. That's why I would make a terrible comedian or a great comedian, because I'm always laughing at my own stuff. Very low IQ. But
that's not true. You can just be really funny and laugh at your own jokes.
Yeah, hence. But no, it made me think of. Excuse me. You know who Theo Von is?
The name sounds familiar.
The guy with the mullet. He's like, yeah, my favorite type of weed was cocaine. Exactly, that guy. He.
No, I don't know that guy, but sounds pretty messed up.
Hilarious. But he has this skit where it's not even a skit. It's based on a real story because when he was born, his dad was 70 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was like when I was when the Immaculate Conception was happening. I passed the skeleton of a sperm on my way out. Like, that wasn't a load. That was like a musket, like a musket blast.
Oh, jeez.
No, I don't even know why I went off on that tangent, but oh my God, he is so funny. I've been getting into him.
I've been hooked on Brad Williams.
The midget?
Yeah.
Love him.
God, he's hilarious. Like I caught a sketch of it on a reel or something on Facebook, and I'm like,
that guy's funny.
That guy's funny. I think I've seen him on Amazon Prime. So one night, whatever, I was here getting ready for bed or something. I'm like, let's see. And he popped up. I'm like, I'm watching him. It's a 63-minute, skit. Dude, that dude is way dirtier than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Because the skit that I seen, it was talking about a Black Hawk helicopter and all that kind of stuff.
Throw me in.
That part, yeah. And then I watched it, and it was way dirtier, and it just kind of took me by surprise. Still hilarious.
No, at the very end, you didn't think you'd be getting a lap dance from a midget today. No, he's
got it going.
He embraces it though.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like Ralphie May. I don't know if you remember him.
Big old Ralphie May.
Well, yeah, that big old part. That's what caused him to die. But
he died?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're 34 and 700 pounds. I'm trying not to be that guy.
I did not know that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That I didn't know until I think it was a couple months after. But no, he was hysterical.
Oh yeah, he was hilarious.
Because
there was a comedy show or something that he was on, right? Oh, it was.
I've seen multiple Netflix deals with him, but I haven't seen any shows.
He got a start, and it was about a bunch of comedians that come in front of other comedians and give their bits. The Last Comic Standing.
Oh yeah, because it's hosted by Ari Shaffir.
Yeah, he got his start on that show.
I mean, dude was funny.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I'm clinically insane or borderline, but the more morbid, the better. Okay, so this gal that I went on a couple dates with.
Are you gonna go out on a couple more dates?
Fingers crossed, yes.
Good. Steven, right? Steven. That was an hour ago. I don't remember.
But no, it was actually really funny because I was like, I hope you know that I have a really crude sense of humor. She's like, oh yeah, well what song plays when you call the suicide hotline? I'm like, what? And she says, Jump. I'm like,
that's bad.
Oh my god, that's when I knew. I was like, this is great.
The joke that I'm thinking of, I'm not gonna say, but remind me to tell you later, and I will.
But no, what's it called? Then I was like, that was funny, but that was kind of weak. And then I was like, yeah, how do you know when Semitic is how do you know where that person's buried? Holocaust type stuff, Because
easy.
I didn't say it.
Maybe there is a burglar in the house.
Well, they're about to get a 45 at their chest.
I'm gonna hit him with this.
Drink it first.
I don't care.
Don't want to waste it. But I was like, yeah, how do you know where this person is buried? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, height of the smokestack by speed of the wind.
Oh, jeez.
Or
yeah, some of them are pretty.
Some of them are clever. Some of them are just plain
dark. Just very dark. And don't get me wrong, some of them dark ones are funny, but they probably don't need to be put on this.
No.
I don't want to be banned from YouTube already.
Yeah, I forgot. This goes on YouTube. I can't necessarily say everything, which is okay. I was politically correct for once.
You haven't said anything that I'm not going to put on here.
Perfect.
So far. Until now.
That's when you cut it out and put the hang in there kitty.
With dancing dinosaur or something.
But no, back to that Theo Von guy, man. He if you ever get the chance, do you have Apple Music? Wait,
No.
you don't have an iPhone, do you?
No. Samsung.
I really don't think we can be friends.
Yeah, because you have Apple.
I have the superior phone.
Anything your phone can do,
You know-
I can do better.
Except for getting viruses with the stuff that I look up.
Can't answer that one, Noah.
But, no, all in good fun.
I really like my Samsung. I mean, they've treated me good since day one, and the screens have been phenomenal on them.
See, that's the...
My last one went swimming in an ocean with me for 45 minutes and still worked for 2 years after that.
See, it's so weird because everybody's like, oh, like iPhones, like their screens suck. Like, first of all, case. How about that? And 2, tempered glass screen protector.
Screen. I haven't had a screen protector in probably 7 years, 8 years.
Because you're one class up from Nokia. Like, that's a potato.
That's okay. That means when I throw it at your head, it won't break. You see, you do that with your iPhone with a case.
Depends. If it hits like this, might break. If it hits like this,
Nah,
we're
you're good. Yeah.
It's like a ninja style. It's like-
The last phone I had, I did break the screen. I was up on the ladder and I was bending over and it fell out of my pocket and it landed on a steel piece that was like my knuckle and it landed right on
obviously
that.
face down. Like,
And it's 6 feet down. It's gonna break. Still worked. I've had really good luck with them. I can't complain at all.
hey, but actually, way back to the very beginning here, that means I have an extra set of clubs now, and you can go.
I'll go golfing. I got a set of clubs in the garage.
Oh, okay, well we're a little bit better than garage sale specials, all right?
Hey. It was hand-picked by a golf pro. In a nice golf stand.
If that is a red leather bag, I'm gonna throw them in the garbage for you.
It's not a red legger. No. They're a little better than that.
Okay,
I'll show you when we get done here.
but no,
I'm terrible at golf.
see.
When it comes to golf, I like the game, drink the beer.
But Josh
Drive that golf cart.
yeah.
That's the game I like.
Legal drinking and driving.
Exactly.
But no, Josh.
One time I could be like, getting away with it. As long as I don't take it on the road.
Cop pulls into the parking lot.
Prove it.
Sir, that's a beer in your hand. No, I bought this at the golf course, and I am driving their property.
They say it's okay, and it's private property.
Josh Gallagher said it perfectly. He was like, "Yeah, I don't go to play golf. I go to drink while playing golf."
It gives me something to do.
Like, especially like if you are terrible at golf.
Oh, I'm terrible.
You're like, well, I must have had too many. Like, you have an excuse on why you're bad.
I went to Beaver one time and played.
Okay,
Not in a group.
just by yourself.
Well, I was with a group, but you were individual scores.
Right.
So you weren't
it was
best ball.
stroke play. It wasn't scramble. It was
Yeah,
like
it was just, yeah. I shot an 89.
I think par for that course is like 45.
I was thinking it was 36, but whatever.
It might be. I don't know. I don't
Oh,
go.
it was past double. My best hole, I think, was 6 shots.
No way. I think the most they have there is a par 5. So technically, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't on that hole. It was probably the first one when I get the par 3.
No, the first hole is a par 4. I actually birdied that hole. The last time I played there, I had a nice little pop right towards, like, I want to say 10 yards, 15 yards from the creek.
So you got over the creek or in front of the creek?
From the creek. And then just
Plopped your
nice little wedge shot. I was like, okay, we're doing good today for once.
And the next hole you shot 7.
Right, and I birdied. I had like a 20-footer putt. Like it wasn't the easiest one, but I sunk it. I was like, "Call me Tiger, baby!" Like I was like amped. And the rest of the game was complete garbage.
Yeah.
And then I told Brian about that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you never want to birdie your first hole." I was like, "Well, now somebody tells me." Like,
I've never birdied a hole without help.
I've made a couple, not many. Like I can literally, I could probably count on one hand.
My problem is I can't hit the goddamn ball off the tee.
See, drivers,
Drivers, I can't drive.
I can hit it all day. It just depends on where it goes. It goes like. But no,
Mine usually goes farther on the hook than it does straight.
yeah, the horizontal line is much more than the vertical.
God, I hit that fucker 150 yards.
That way.
But I got to go 75 yards that way.
No, like that's why like everybody's like, well, why did you buy used clubs? I was like, first of all, they're tailor-mades. Second of all, they're like 6 years old, and the dude used them like 3 times a year. They're not bad clubs whatsoever.
I'll be honest, I probably haven't golfed in 2 or 3 years.
Well, time
'Cause I
time for you
usually
get
go
an old
to-
man hobby.
Well, that's fine. I'll come golfing with you.
Love golf.
Just call me.
And that's the best part. If you go at Twilight at Oak Grove, $25 for a cart and 18 holes.
Oh, God. I don't think I could do 18.
It's kind of hard, depending on how you feel.
Okay, I do remember the last time I golfed. It was the Buck Brothers golf outing. 18 holes, and it was down there in Marengo. That's the last time I went golfing. So that's been at least 3 years ago.
Because that's, what is that, John Buck? No.
Yeah,
Because they had that.
the John Buck golf outing.
I wanted to go this past year, but nobody said anything. I know I'm going to go this year, and I'm going to stomp some ass.
Is it going to be there this year?
It was there last year, so like, while we were AHW. So
I would think it would still continue.
So fingers crossed.
It's best ball.
Oh yeah, like you can't always carry the team. You gotta like hope that somebody else does something good.
I'll be your golf buddy.
Okay, I'm in.
But you got to carry the team. I can promise you one thing. If you're with me, we ain't getting first.
We ain't gonna be sober either.
True.
No, like I love golf. Like I have 2 adult hobbies, and I don't think I'll ever get any more unless I get back into cars for some stupid reason. My 2 adult hobbies: woodworking and golf. That's legitimately it. Like my childish kind of hobbies I still have. I play video games with the boys. Like
You got to.
Like
They don't make Mario Kart anymore like they used
I
to.
know. I wish they did.
I got the Nintendo 64 in the back.
Is that your way of like convincing me to go to your room because it's working?
No.
But no, it was like $500. Like they kept begging me for months, like buy an Xbox. First of all, I'm a PlayStation type of person, so I was very weary.
5.
I know. But no cross console. We can play together still. But
That's true. They got rid of all that now.
yeah. But I got one. It was like $500. I had instant buyer's remorse. But now the more I look at it, it's like, so you're telling me I can hang out with the guys without spending any money?
And
I can leave whenever I
the
want.
guys can be at their house, and you can still hang out with them.
Yeah. See, like, I use that same term of phrase and like that analogy when people ask, like, oh, like, why do you still play video games? You're 26. I was like, then I tell them that, and they're like, it's not that bad of an idea. See, I can hang out with the guys without spending money, and I don't have to leave my house.
Nope.
It's perfect.
It is. I enjoy it. I like it sometimes just because it's.
Oh yeah, it's not like I'm sitting there glued to it like every day. Like no, it's like what, twice a week, once a week.
I might have a rough day and come home and be like,
I'm gonna go play zombies.
I'm gonna go shoot something.
Because that, hey, once again, that's cheaper than taking actual firearms outside.
Yeah. Well, at least ammunition's coming down now.
Well, Josh Gallagher and I were still
God.
looking for bulk. We're trying to get 10,000 rounds like on a pallet. Like,
I know a guy.
well, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
Because we found 10,000 rounds for $3,700 online. I'm like,
Still 37 cents up. Right? No.
0.37 cents. No, 37?
Yeah, 37 cents a round.
Yes. That's not terrible.
For what?
$223. Because average price right now, say if you bought 1,000 rounds, it's like $400. It's like 59 cents or 60 cents a round. Like,
Yeah, I think the days of buying those for 27 cents a round are done.
oh, they're gone. They're didn't even have like a memorial or nothing. They're just kicked to the curb, and the street sweeper's taking that thing home.
They don't even have a stone up for it.
Yeah, that's why I told Josh, I was like, I'm gonna get back into 22s. He was like, why would you do that? I was like,
Cheap.
cheaper than dirt, and it's
9 millimeters the same way too.
yeah,
They're getting to be
like,
really cheap.
All I want to do is like go out and plink a bit, hit some targets. Who says it has to be at 80 cents a round to do it? How about 4 cents a round?
Yeah.
Like-
I'll give you 6.
And they're like, oh well, 22 is worthless. I was like, you ever been shot by a 22? I'm sure it would hurt.
They are deadly.
Exactly. So it's like 22s are still a good round. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
They're just dirt cheap. Like when you go to Walmart, you can buy the rounds in a bucket. It's like that's my kind. And I love my Armalite rifles and whatnot, but it's pricey. I physically have one just to have one, even though I don't have one.
I lost mine in a boating accident in Lake Michigan
Yeah, I was
last year.
I was hunting giraffes out in Africa, and the hippopotamus came out of the water and took that thing down with him. I wish I had one still.
That's a tough hippopotamus.
Thing just came up. Yeah, like there was a couple of them. There was a red one and a blue one, and a couple people behind him going like this.
That's where you were going. I knew it. We got to wrap this up.
Yeah, no, as always, I've had an awesome time. I love coming to talk to you.
It's been a blast, man.
I'm sure I'll be back again.
I'm sure.
Just remember, thanks for hanging with KW.